Hello, hello. Just kind of chilling right now. I don't know how to really improvise here, but it's fucking hot as shit. It's like 80 degrees in here. Hello. I see people are joining. Yo, what's up? The N52 E92 Hellcat. That is what Scotty's video is about today. Hello. Hello. I'll make sure I'm gonna spam the link everywhere. Being that I didn't prepare for this, I decided to do this like 2 hours ago. This probably won't be anything incredible, but indeed. Oh yeah, behind me, or in the background behind me, yes, is the best inline V6 of all time. Hello. I just saw a spike of people join. Just gonna hang out for a bit, but we're gonna be watching. I assume most of you are from Discord, but we're gonna be watching the Scotty Kilmer video pretty soon, or just watching other things. I got my shirt on for the occasion. It is in fact the 5 Series variant, I believe. But there's a retrofit tutorial by Big and Boca somewhere on the forums. There might be a video too. I'm not sure. Raymond might have done one too. Or if not, maybe I'll do one day. Probably not. Me too. The person with the most contributions to chat gets my social security number. DM to them. Okay, guys. I've never done anything like this before, so it feels like I'm just talking to the walls. But I hope you understand. Is what the background, the N52 or the OK guys? Because I made that for my for the time being. Look at these transitions. This is the best inline V6 stream ever. Hello, your N52 has a slight misfire. I would try the obvious first. Well, not the obvious, but the easy ones first, like the coil packs and spark plugs and stuff. Yeah, I should have met him dressed as him, which I was thinking about it, but oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the one with the vest. Left side audio only. Are you sure it's not user error? Make songs. I'm actually in a band. So is the audio all good? Is it stereo? Is it not too loud, not too quiet, you know, etc.? Yes, sir. Good, but left side, so like my speaking voice is only on the left side. Let me see if I could do anything about that. Yes. The picture of Scotty and me is in fact a real picture. And he just posted the video today, so that's why we're live streaming right now to we're going to be watching it together. I haven't seen it yet. Some people have already seen it cuz they've already messaged me about it. That's actually how I found out it was posted. But yes, it is a real photo. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it is stereo. So, hold on. Okay, is the audio now mono on both sides? Okay, perfect. Much better. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, so the YouTube audio should be in stereo. We'll do one more audio test here. Or we can just watch Scotty Kilmer videos while we wait for this to build up some viewership.
Rev up your engines! We got a 2007 Ford Edge, the first one that they made in the United States.
Good audio. Perfect. This is going quite well for being the first time doing this. Welcome, NG. I appreciate it. Is that the one in Rhode Island? Yep, it looks like it. Yeah, so Meeting Scotty was a surreal experience. I was so nervous to meet him, but as soon as I got there is when the conversation started. He's very, very talkative, so he kind of made it a lot easier for me. But I was extremely nervous to meet him, but as soon as I got there, we just got right into he started asking me questions pretty much to get information for what he was going to talk about in the video. But yeah, he is exactly like how he is on in his videos, but even more so. Like, if you could exaggerate how he is in his videos, that's how he is in real life. How's the M3 holding up, and what other E9X you got? It's doing great. I haven't driven it in about a week, but actually I moved it. I moved it today. But it's great. It runs amazing. Scotty liked it, as you'll see here soon. But other than that, right now I also have the E90 335 X Drive, and then I have the 2006 325, which is in a bit of a situation right now. It's I'm in the last stages of figuring out what's up with that, but and then now I also have an E92 328. The 335 is automatic, the M3 is manual, and then the 325 is manual, and then the 328 is also manual. What N54 guys say? Like, fuck 335i? Is that what you're talking about? Hey guys, it's Critical. Yes, sir, it is 7:30 on Eastern Time. I had to start this a little earlier because this wasn't exactly what I was expecting to do tonight, but I'm still going to try and carry out my other plans later. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Very based choice in car. That's true. My 335 is also broken right now. How shall we raid the comments? I don't know. I'm still debating if I should even self-promote with a comment or try to, cause as you guys know, I did my critique on Scotty Kilmer's BMW videos. But this is about to be history, because this is the first Scotty Kilmer video that speaks in a positive light entirely about BMWs, or a BMW. Well, either way, the 328 is a fantastic car. I joke around a lot on my channel, but how much I love the N52 is no joke. It is a very historic milestone. Yes. Good idea, Orta. True, we did. He he did most of the talking, but yeah, it was an interesting experience to meet him. No worries, so I won't be starting the video yet, but N52, the best car. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of what it's like to drive a 328 with the N52. This is exactly what it's like. No, he didn't, Kevin. He actually had no idea who I was. Luckily. I didn't tell him who I was or what I was doing. Because I wasn't doing anything really. It's mostly for his benefit, I guess. But no, I didn't tell him who I was. I didn't put anything to self-promote because I didn't want to look like an asshole. Because I will say in the I'm not backtracking on anything I said in that Scotty video from a year ago, but I do regret coming off so stern and so angry because I swore for comedic effect and people were criticizing me for that. Mostly Scotty, guys who came over from Scotty were criticizing me for that. And I was like, oh, whatever, you don't like me swearing, but I kind of rewatched it recently and I kind of realized how it can come off a little hard or a little more stern than I probably should have, but it's all right. I have no ill intentions towards Scotty Kilmer. It's just I was trying to be funny. Hell yeah, 155,000. My main one is currently at I think 132. What's up, Raymond? N52 is the engine of all time. Losing yours was a big loss. Thank you, NG. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, either way, if he were to ever find out that it was me and that he met me, or if he even ever sees the video, I wasn't sure if he would, but I doubt he did. But anyways, if he sees it, by now he has no reason to be upset because he did a video about my car, so that's gonna make him a lot more money than I'll ever make on my video, so it kind of makes up for any hard feelings there might be that I doubt there are. I mean, the size of him, I'm sure he can take some criticism even if he does see it, but like I said, I do kind of feel bad that I came off so hard. The cold oil part, yeah, the ear rape part. I apologize for all the speaker systems I might have blown out with that part of the video. Yes, Raymond, I haven't checked my mail, but once I get the invite, the formal. People are swapping the ZF 8-speed into an E90. Would I consider? I would actually more so consider the 6HP 21, which I might actually do It depends. I would. I'm trying to retain information, but the possibility of me doing that might be sooner, depending on the outcome of this week. Hell yeah. Only had to change the starter and thermostat on the water pump. Damn right. N52 is the best car. Yes, we are going to watch it. I was just kind of giving it some time for people to join. But we can watch some other Scotty videos in the meantime if you want. Here, how about I start the video in like 10 minutes. Or actually no, like 5 minutes.
Rev up your engines!
It's kind of surreal to see my car on his channel. Yeah, the HP 21 is very fast with XHP. Yeah, I don't know how robust it is in terms of power, but that might be why they didn't fit it with the N52, because it probably can't handle 2600 horsepower. Am I getting a B58? I would love to one day, but I have too many cars right now. Way too many cars right now. But I am probably going to sell my 335. I might sell it to one of my best friends. So maybe in this, I don't know when, but maybe sometime in the future I could replace it with a B58 340. I personally think the G20 is a good looking car. Not everyone thinks so, but I would much rather have the G20 340 over the F30. How do I like the M3 so far? I love it. It is amazing. Though I'm scared every time I do anything with it. Well, not drive it, but like something as simple as an oil change makes me nervous again, as if it's my first time changing oil. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had no issues with the M3. The only thing I've had go wrong was the throttle actuators, but that wasn't surprising in any sense. I had it go out in the end of last summer. I was with a friend, and I tried like kind of drifting a turn, like a sharp 90-degree turn, and it was totally fine. And then we went and got gas, and as soon as I turned the car back on, it was in a limp mode, and I was like, yep, It's time. Well, the thing is too is I'm scared to damage it. Not that I'm scared to use it. I totally do what it's designed to do every time I get in it. But but I'm just scared of doing things wrong and damaging it. But yeah, I don't daily drive it. I drove it the most last summer. Um but now I just take it out exclusively to go to this canyon road that's pretty close to my house. Have you heard of the turbo kits for N52, and would you consider buying one? Yeah, there's some new ones coming out actually. Some of them are pathetic and some of them are pretty intriguing, but I don't know if I would ever consider it cuz it would take away from that N52 charm. Let me see if I can find a picture of the this one turbo kit that came out a couple weeks ago. Because it was pretty funny. But yeah, there used to be just like actually no, I think there was just superchargers. I could be wrong. But now like all of a sudden multiple companies are making turbo manifolds. Thoughts on the G37 sedan? I actually don't know which one that is. Let me see. G37. What? Oh, the Infinity? I don't know anything unless it's BMW, so you actually kind of tricked me there. That's pretty funny. Fair. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too terrible. I definitely seen those around a lot. Yeah, it did sound like a chassis code, so I kind of played myself. That's funny. Hello, everyone. If you're just joining in, what we're doing today is we are doing my first live stream for something very special. Well, technically my second live stream, because earlier today when I was setting this up a couple hours ago, I accidentally went live for about 10 seconds. But yeah, so this is my real first live stream. But anyways, the special event is last week I met Scotty Kilmer. I let him drive my E92. Actually, I would have let him drive it. He didn't want to. But I brought him my E92 M3 and he made a video about it and he just posted it a couple hours ago, so we are going to watch it together in just a few minutes. Actually, let me tag my Discord friends so that we can all get in this. Hey Orda, I feel bad about tagging everybody. I feel like that's a very annoying thing to do, especially twice in one day. But I guess I will. But how's everyone doing tonight? You guys ready to watch some Scotty Kilmer? What happened to the N52 BMW? It's in my driveway with the windows down, and it might rain today. Fair. But no, it's had some issues that I've considered explaining like 3 times, but still haven't really fully explained yet because the problem or the me figuring out is still ongoing. So it's between two things with that car right now, but I still have it, but I have another one too. More than a misfire. Did you disinfect the car after Scotty sat in it? No, I wrapped it in plastic. I took the seat out, and it's gonna be in a museum. Where's the Scotty video? Alright, that's a good point. We don't need to drag this on any longer. I don't need to take away from you guys' evening. But let me change the angle here. What the hell? That's obscene. Of course. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna tag everyone on Discord. I'm sorry, I'm still wasting all your guys' time. Just teasing all of you guys. But we are gonna start the Scotty video. I'm glad I could help you with the 330 tune. It was It was tough for me the first time because there was almost no information on it. Roll one up. I don't smoke. The greatest M3 of all time? Yes. Well, actually, no. If it had an N52, it would be. True, weight reduction makes a big difference. A real big difference. How do I like the 328 compared to the 335? The 335 is fun on a highway. There's like torque everywhere. You can absolutely annihilate everybody, pretty much everyone on the highway. And if it's the best car for if you're actually trying to get somewhere fast, like you're in a hurry. Like just absolutely lasering around in the 335 is fun. But the N52 feels more, I don't know, I feel like it would be better in a track situation. I know, I'm sorry, giving the 335 some praise. Now you're all gonna unsubscribe. But no, the N52 is more fun. If you give me your E92 328, I will give you my M3, yes. I'm not very good at drifting, and yeah, I'm just not very good at drifting. N52s very much are slept on. The S65 truly does feel like an N52 on steroids. So realistically, the N52 is more of an M car than a 335 ever will be. What's up, Michael? Because I'm not very good at it. That's why I'm not into drifting. I've tried, but there was one time I almost hit a mailbox. I have a video of that too. I can drift the best in my M3 because limited slip. I learned how to clutch kick, but I don't get enough practice, and it shreds through tires to drift, so I don't do it very often. Have I done rod bearings? The previous owner did, and I have the receipt plus the old rod bearings, so I know that it has been done. I think it would probably do pretty well on a track, yes. True, it might be the clean one. Hey, I'm sorry, Reckless. All right. You're right. Let's watch the video. Okay, so thank you all for joining. Hold on just 1 second. All 40 of you, thank you for joining for this very special occasion. But let's watch the video, shall we?
Rev up your engine! Here's a 2009 BMW. BMWs are endless money pits. Well, don't ask me why, but this one isn't. But I can tell you why, because it's an M series, got the V8
He used the horse thing already, and we're less than 20 seconds in.
engine, and it's got a 6-speed manual ZF transmission in it. These are fun performance cars. The guy bought this. He's put 6,000 or 7,000 miles on it in a year, and it now has 141,000 miles on it. And he hasn't had to put anything in it with the exception of the throttle actuators, which is a known problem, and he did it himself. He's a young kid. He likes the car, and he's taking care of it. Now, the thing about these particular cars is this. Much like American sports cars, Corvettes, you get the right guy who buys one of these, they take care of them. They're not just some rich guy, oh, when he doesn't change the oil. I remember back in the day, my father's gas station, Mr. Greer always bought Cadillacs. He was a millionaire.
He's going on tangents already. But when I was with him, he would it was almost hard to keep up with him because he would do this sort of thing but faster. And he talks just as loud and he does the same thing in person, like off camera, but he was starting to tell me this story too, and he was like jumping between to where like when I was with him I kind of had to be like, wait, what is he talking about? And kind of like he is something else. A lot of respect.
He runs Saber Saw Corporation in Buffalo. He never even changed the oil in his Cadillac. You know what he said? I trade him in every 2 years. I don't care what kind of shape they're in. He says, when the ashtray's full, and he did smoke cigars, I'll get another car. And he was so cheap in maintenance, we used to wash cars, hand wash, for $1.75, right? He'd hand us $2 and he'd want his quarterback. Again, with guys like him aren't going to be driving a standard transmission. They're lazy. They're not going to be driving a 6-speed manual transmission. This is a driver's car and...
Yes, he did call me a kid. That's it. I lost all my respect for him.
As you can see, it's made in Deutschland, where they make them correctly. You want a German car? Get one made in Germany. Want a Japanese car? Get one made in Japan. They can say whatever they want. The quality is better in their home countries. They care more. And especially with...
Yes. Kevin, yes. I did actually meet him. This is my M3. Just to clarify one more time for everyone. I met Scotty last week. Believe it or not, the picture wasn't fake. Some people did think it was fake, but I met him last week and to show him my M3. I drove like 4.5 hours to bring it to him.
With an M series, they know people are going to be driving these things seriously, and they have pretty good quality control. Now, this is a 3 series, but as we look under the hood, it's the only 3 series with a V8 engine. Phenomenal engine. Puts out 414 horsepower, non-turbo. This thing doesn't burn any oil. Still runs perfectly fine. This is a BMW, so of course, you see, there's still a lot of plastic crap, the tanks and stuff.
He said the thing. All right, everyone take the first shot, or actually the second shot right now, because I think he already said it once. Cheers. Did I leave a comment on his channel? I did not. Maybe I will. Sorry, I'm just going to read some of your comments real quick. But yes, every time he says plastic crap or he uses a PNG of an animal, take a shot, all right? Let's do this.
Well, that you can deal with on these, because unlike the 6-cylinder engines and some of their 4-cylinder engines, the plastic on those leaks, breaks, is really hard to get to. This is a completely different design. This isn't like the 6-cylinder ones where the stupid oil gasket goes on the oil filter, and you got to take half the car apart to replace it. It's a completely different engine. It's got a lot of horsepower, and yeah, it's a gas hog. This is a race car. You're not going to get great gas mileage unless you drive like a turtle. And why would you buy a car like this if you're going to drive like a turtle? Classic sports design.
Oh, he said plastic again. But yeah, as you guys saw, he's not a fan of non-M BMW engines. I wish he was, but we can't win them all. But hold on, let me backtrack the video like a couple seconds so we can get that again. And if those of you are listening right now, that's going to be another shot again. So 2 just right now because I rewound it.
Unless you drive like a turtle. And why would you buy a car like this if you're going to drive like a turtle? Classic sports design. Big V8 engine, standard transmission, and rear-wheel drive. Now, I bought it used, and you knew that it was a Kentucky and probably other parts of the South, so we can say there's no rust or anything on it. Now it's living in New York now. Still solid. Still have the original mufflers on it too. Now you can see the air intake actually does something. It's not for show, it's real. As we look inside, they put pretty thick leather. You can see it's getting cracked a little, but...
Cabin filter incident. I wanted to tell him, but it would be a lot to explain all real quick. But the way Scotty films is he kind of improvises. He knows what he was talking about. He did, and I told him some of the fine details that he might have forgotten or didn't know. But he'll improvise it, and he'll just move his tripod around and switch it, and like what he says just comes off the top of his head. And he's got a real good method to his video making that I cannot do. All my stuff is in fact scripted, but a lot of times it takes a few takes for me to get it. But Scotty is an expert.
It's still in pretty good shape, especially the back seat that probably no one ever uses. I'm in the back seat. How'd I get in there? Now, as I sit in the seats, boy, the lumbar support is unbelievable. These are serious seats, super comfortable. The reason people buy these things is the engine. Now, maybe the original mufflers, but the owner just told me he gutted them, so they're not normally this loud. But you can make them loud if you want. Well,
that was another animal. Take another shot. That time it was an owl. The other one was a horse. Scotty's petting zoo is building up. So take a shot again. But that picture, that was a funny moment. I have that in my living room. But anyways, shall we?
Listen to the build quality. Solid door. Turn that off so you can hear me. And, hey, look, the plastic interior is still good. And yeah, it's an older car, so it's got a CD player. It's a very comfortable car, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm getting out the fancy computer. I already warned them. It's a BMW, so it's probably gonna say some weird stuff. Let's see how weird it gets. We'll just turn the button on so the idiot lights are on, plug in the port, and away we go. Diagnosis, auto detect. Oh, it's auto detecting. Check it out, swing out cup holders. Ooh, the Germans have advanced. 2009.
This is my first time seeing it, but this is somehow I knew that was coming. There was another animal coming. That was like, it looked like a hyena or something. But yeah, I hope you guys are holding your balance. Getting tipsy here. Cheers, guys. How many are you here? 51? Awesome. I'm glad you all are here. This is me right now. Let me show you. This is me. Thanks for being here. Anyways, I hope you all took that last shot and are prone at the ready for the next one.
E92 M3 S65 US version. The control unit, these things have an awful lot of information in them. So it takes a little while for them to boot up on these older ones. Loading the communication, it's almost there. 100%. Now it's going to start doing stuff. Here we go. We'll start scanning everything. See, it's already got a couple. I told you. We'll see what they all are. While we're waiting, I mean, they're very comfortable vehicles. Got the obligatory sunroof. The main thing, though, this is a driver's car. It just happens to have back seats in it. And it's found 9 trouble codes, alrighty? We'll start out. The digital, motor electronics, oxygen sensor, trim control, diagnosis bank 1 is absent, and catalytic converter upstream, plus...
I'm really hoping that there's going to be like a smidget where you can see me in the corner. It'll be like that episode of SpongeBob where they did a TV commercial and he's like, "Look, there I am."
Visibility is absent. Well, I can tell you some of it is because he gutted the catalytic converters and a muffler. It's going to get some squirrely data from them, and that's going to confuse it. It runs fine for him. He doesn't care. I predict it'll probably be running a little bit on the rich side because of that. We'll see soon. Here's a great one.
Wait, did I miss another animal? Or did he say plastic, Aaron? If I missed one, I very much apologize. Or maybe you guys are off the hook on that one. I don't see any animals. Okay. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky.
Electronic transmission management. Communication not possible with transmission control unit. But wait a second. It's a standard transmission. Hey, the computer's inside here. You're the one shifting it. I'm telling you, there's wacky stuff in these cars. Again, dynamic stability control. Communication not possible. Junction box electronics. Automatic air recirculation control sensor. So somewhere in here, there's a sensor to control the recirculation, and it doesn't think it's working right. Well, realize you get momentary glimpse. It'll trip codes. We're going to erase them all when we're done. We'll get rid of them all. But you're good.
We'll take a break here for a second. There's a photo in the back seat because I asked him to sign it. And if you guys didn't believe me, that like if you guys still somehow don't believe me, I'll go get the picture right now. If I didn't already put it somewhere. Hold on.
You don't always get stuff like this in a BMW when it's old. Their electronics are too sensitive, and the Germans are too anal. Other one, communication not possible with park distance control. Footwell module, passenger side mirror heating is faulty. To find out when winter comes, see if it ices up. Maybe this side won't ice up, but the other side will. Okay, so for usual, we'll just erase all these things before we look at the actual data. 3 of them could...
He's right. If there's something wrong, just delete it. It's as simple as that. That's why for a while I still don't have air conditioning. That's why I don't have an interior. But anyways, just to prove it, if you didn't believe me still, here's the picture. And if you look very closely, he signed it on his arm. And then I've got one other that I had him sign. You might recognize this. I'm wearing it. but it says BMWs are great. And I had him sign it, and he says, maybe this one. He thought that was funny. I have footage of that too. But anyways, I hope you guys are revving up your bottles. Oops. Not that. How much for this? Let's start the bidding at $3,500.
Couldn't erase. The communication not possible, transmission control, stability control, and the park distance control. So, those are hard codes. Somewhere there is a wire loose or a connector that's got corrosion on it, but I mean, I'm still flummoxed by transmission control unit since it's a standard transmission. He's not having any problems with it, but. So we'll look at some live data. We'll start her up. So we start her up, we'll look at live data. Spent 1,000 years looking at this stuff. We'll look at the
I made sure it was up to temp when I arrived at his house, so he wouldn't rev it from a cold start. Just kidding. But it was up to temp, so we could get straight to it.
Obvious ones we want to check out. We'll look at the injection system, got the timing for all the ejectors, milliseconds. You really get some good information out of these things. We'll look at the oxygen sensor. Now it's doing pretty good. 1.00 is perfect. There, 0.999, so it's pretty close. You can see bank 2 is a little more off than bank 1, just a tiny bit. It's got active suspension. You can look at all that data. In the comfort mode, you can see it's the real mileage. That's 227,000 kilometers, which is 141,592 miles. So it's got the real mileage rating on it. And yes, I'm right, it is running just a little bit rich. You got the exhaust, you'll often get that. La la. It does run a little rich. He didn't reprogram anything.
That's another animal. That was another horse. So we got 2 horses. We got hyena. Maybe a zebra. I don't remember. So yeah, everyone take their drink. Take your fucking drink. I'm watching you. You better take that fucking drink.
Thing when they gutted out the muffler and cats and stuff. So, but it runs perfectly fine. So, let's take it for a spin. Now, it's got a nice sound with them gutting it out, and we're going on the bumpy roads. Not a bad ride, considering this is a baby race car, but he does have it on comfort. It's on the comfort. It's not on the sport one yet. It's getting near lunchtime. People are going to start coming to eat, and people are turning in here, so we got to wait. And here we go. Whoa! Whee! Now you can see why people buy these things. Now, that Polaris slingshot I shot the other day, it didn't throw me back in the seat nearly as fast as this. This is a giant V8 engine with a lot of horsepower in it. And they're not super heavy cars. With all that horsepower, hey, this thing is a joy to drive. Yeah, when it's...
Okay, so I offered him to drive it, but he didn't want to. But through talking to him, I did find out that he told me his grandson, which is no joke, because you might remember some of his video titles, like disowning my grandson because he likes this BMW or something like that. It's actually true. So his grandson he told me his grandson had an E93 M3, so he's already driven one. He's already experienced it quite a bit. So, it wasn't as surprising as I was hoping for. And plus he lived in an E93. He lived in an area that didn't have anything that's like, good for the M3, It was just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a very suburban area. So we literally just did like 2 pulls, and I was with him maybe like an hour and 45 minutes. But anyways.
Sitting smooth as silk, even with all these miles.
Oh, wait.
This thing is a joy to drive. Yeah, when it's sitting.
There I am, guys. I'm featured on a 5.75 million subscriber channel. There I am. That's me. You can tell. Those are my knuckles, dude.
Smooth as silk, even with all these miles. And here we go again. Whee! And that's what the traction control turned on. So they have an immense amount of power. It's lasted quite some time. He didn't have to put any money in it. He had to change those actuators. He did it himself. I mean, it's a driver's car. It's not like the poser BMWs that rich people drive with automatic transmissions.
I love that he puts an X car on the screen when he says poser BMW. Scotty is very based because of this video. If you had any ill feelings towards Scotty, I hope your mind has been changed.
And 4 doors. So there you have it, a non-money pit BMW. You can see it's still going strong. This particular one is really an oddball. It's the only 3 Series that ever had a V8 engine in it. So these aren't that easy to find. It took him a while to find one, but he got it and he's really happy with it. It is not a money pit machine if you take care of it. He's obviously driving it like a maniac, but that's what these things are made for. They are actually made to be driven that way. The Germans do make good technology for fast cars if it's still made in Deutschland like this one. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos,
well, there you have it. You heard it here first. Non-money pit BMW. That exists? 60 people. Wow. Wow. Oh, fuck. Not what I wanted.
rev up your engine.
That was the Scotty video. Now let's look at the comments. It's great to see that someone finally got lucky with a BMW. I've owned a few high-end German cars, including BMWs, but after purchasing my first Toyota Camry, I came to realize I was the one being used as an unpaid research and development dummy all along. I used to always say that I used to get comments like this on my videos, or especially the Scotty one I did, and I would call them Scotty bots because it's almost predictable, the terminology and the things that are being said. It's very predictable. Scotty shocked the entire universe with this one. Yes, he did. The problem with M series BMWs and other high performance cars is that most people who buy them drive them are like criminals. You trying to say I'm a criminal? This comment says, the E93 M3 has always been one of my favorite cars. This is a 2, by the way. Big difference. But anyways, I'm kidding. Thanks for covering this. I'm buying one now. So his title, as he suggests, this used car is about to double in price by now. He is the one gonna make the price go up. But good for me, and good for anyone else who bought one before this very infamous day. Beautiful M3, good find, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Besides the rims. I have 359s that I'm waiting to put on pretty soon. Oh, hold up. Don't all the coupes come with a carbon fiber roof? No, it was just an option. I mean, let me catch up on some of your guys' comments. I don't know about the non-money pit though. It's expensive on gas, but honestly, it's the most reliable BMW I have. No joke. Like literally maintaining an N52 that's equally old is more of a hassle between all the plastic crap, the valve cover, water pump, all this shit. But the S65 has a mechanical water pump. How did I get it without the carbon roof? I am like the 7th owner, so it was not my choice. I was just lucky enough to get it in Silverstone and manual because that's what I wanted. You're welcome for the content. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it increases my M3's value a lot because Scotty Kilmer himself sat in mine. Do you know how much the price went up when Savage Geese did a vid on the E92? I bet it did a lot. I think I saw that like 6 months or so after it came out, maybe. I don't know. But he wasn't even giving it that much praise. He's done 2 videos on it because he knows people like them. What size? What are we talking about here, buddy? Scotty has 100 cars now that he bought. He didn't buy this. I gave it to him. You guys didn't know that, right? I gave it to him. My video is going to be called "Giving My Grandpa His Dream Car." In parenthesis, emotional. I am Scotty Kilmer's grandson that he talks about. Yeah, Scotty has a slingshot. Indeed, he was talking a lot of shit about it when I was there. But yeah, he does have a slingshot. For now. Well, I hope you guys are fucking drunk as shit. Because we had a good maybe 7 or 8 scenarios based on our pre-established rules. Yeah, deadass, the S65, I kind of think is more reliable than an N52 in a certain sense. Like, really the only thing that is like 100% going to go bad is the throttle actuators. And then, everyone talks about the rod bearings. But every scenario with that is different. So does the S65 have Valvetronic? I don't think so, but it does have Vanos. Yeah, Valvetronic, I guess it can be a headache, but it's a cool thing either way. But anyways, if you're still watching me, I appreciate you coming over to watch this very historic day with me. Have you thought about main bearings? Not really. I just let my car warm up a lot. The new bearings, it's only been about 7,000 miles or so. So now I'm really cautious about warming it up. But I would say this turned out to be a success. With the live stream, I'd never done it before. So it's pretty good for having no advertising or preparation. But I'm happy with it. If you guys think I should do this more often, I will. Maybe I'll get more used to it and not be awkward. Yeah, Valvetronic is annoying to put back together. I've had to buy that spring tool one time because I knocked off the freaking spring when I was trying to do MILFs without the MILFs tool. I was using a paper clip Shout out to Raymond for letting me borrow his MILF's washer thing. Well, the thing is, he didn't know who I was, so he didn't tag me because I didn't tell him I was a YouTuber. And also, I didn't worry too much about self-promotion because I kind of figured his demographic is a lot different from mine anyways, but maybe I will very much regret not doing some sort of self-promotion during it. I don't know. But it's okay. I don't need help from my grandpa. His channel is doing very well, and that alone makes me happy. Jesus, man. Watching a car work stream would be good if you're down. Maybe. I don't know. There'd be a lot of swearing. There'd be a whole lot of swearing. No, thank you. Appreciate you watching and subscribing and all that. But yeah, if you're not in my Discord, join my Discord. Not everyone knows I have one, but it's an exclusive club. When am I dropping my video? I was waiting for him to post his so I can use some of the footage. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be entertaining to watch. You know, it'll be like I'll strip a bolt or something. But yeah, join my Discord. You can find the link in the description of any of my videos. I suppose I could post it in the comments here, but I'm lazy. Alright, guys. I think that's about it. Once again, I appreciate it. And fuck 335i and 52, the best car. You know what I'm saying? So, and Scotty Kilmer is a changed man. Hold the thank yous and just let me say you're welcome. But thank you for watching. And if you want, you could go comment something about how it's my car in his video. If you want to, you can do whatever you want. Just don't say anything mean. Man, I really hate the 335i. Freaking hate it. Freaking hate it, man. Oh yeah, okay, one more time. For anyone who missed it, so I had him sign these pictures, but anyways, that's about it. That's all the time we got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS. Well, alrighty, pals. I'm gonna stop this right now. But once again, I appreciate every one of you for watching my videos and tuning in on this stream tonight. But yeah, have a good rest of your night.